just for the virtue of being force sensitive, wouldn't that just immediately grant me unlimited access to the archives at the Jedi Temple?
Yeah, except for forbidden knowledge, which would be like Sith holocrons that they might have stored.
Well, fuck that. I would go study those too. Like I want all of the knowledge.
Yeah, but that knowledge would probably make you go insane because they didn't believe in restriction of that knowledge. It would come out all at once, and it's kind of like it's quite literally a mindfuck. So
yeah, that's true. But like, still, I wouldn't like. I would love just spending weeks at a time just perusing the Jedi archives. But I don't think I would actually like take the Jedi up on like actually like studying with them or training with them.
Why
like
not?
They have a very, very strict set of rules.
Yeah, but...
and it's like, you know, I like to live my life as like an organic being, like not as like this rigid, like you are an emotionless vessel of good.
Right. But it's just like, yeah, I mean, I get that, but by the same token, it's just like...
It's like I do enjoy having emotions.
Yeah.
That's how we're able to have this conversation.
Yeah. But at the same time, you shouldn't let it control you either, which is what the Sith do, where it's basically just let loose and be like super emo, right?
Basically, I would probably, like, I'd fall into the category of being a dark Jedi, honestly.
Yeah.
Like...
not gray, but dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that assessment, actually.
Like I would, maybe not agree, or, well, I would agree, but not 100% with Jedi teachings. Like, I would understand the virtue, like, why they teach the Jedi those
methods. You would be able to appreciate where they come from.
I'd have a very, like, strong appreciation for it, but I wouldn't follow it myself.
Right.
Or I would follow some of it. Like, you know, like, I wouldn't
be a peacekeeper, like, or be a peacemaker, basically, not to like
I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try to control the outcome of like political shit that happens,
or control the galaxy or something.
Yeah, no, I would just like I would just go with the flow, basically.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't completely throw all my emotions out the windows, but I would learn how to control them.
Yeah, which is what I kind of like about the Jedi is that...
which is actually something I do in real life.
Yeah.
It's like volatile situation.
It's useful. It is like, extremely useful when you do
that. Like volatile situation, I basically just flush all emotions out the window.
Reload. Reload.
I don't have any more bullets.
Yeah, but I mean, it's gonna...
There.
See? That's why I told you to freaking
Why would it matter? I'd still be in the stupid reload animation.
Well, or at least, yeah, keep it very much in check.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
There for a good 5 minutes at it. Then.
How do I get the crossbow?
Closer? Walk closer to it.
There we go. Wow! Wow! Like, no raised voices, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Just...
escaping the blockade and when they engaged the Trade Federation
fleet. That was a space battle!
Yeah, that was.
No, it wasn't!
Yeah, it was.
They didn't battle! They were running with their tail between their legs! That is not a fucking battle! Like,
I think a lot of people would be surprised about how much you can accomplish just by keeping your voice level.
Yeah. No. You can do better than that. Like,
everybody knows
we have standards!
Because like when people lose their crap like that, it just doesn't end well. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it's like I've actually ended arguments for that simple reason.
Yeah, it's just
like someone's yelling in my face and I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. And they're just not quite sure how to respond.
Right.
And that's actually one thing. Like,
okay.
I think I learned in my Tai Chi classes that's actually like one way. Like, I think he was talking to like parents that were taking the class.
Yeah.
And he said that like if your kid's throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Part of the reason is that he wants to incite some kind of emotional response from the parent.
Which is very true.
Yeah, and so if you show literally no emotion as the kid's like throwing shit around figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
Then like they're not gonna know how to react.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but oh fuck that B2.
Yeah. That Wookiee's having none of it today. But yeah, I mean, and that's what I like about a lot of the kind of that stuff when it comes to meditation and to just kind of that self-control. I think it's extremely useful. A lot more than what people may think.
And I like how Darth Bane had kind of an understanding of that.
Yeah,
like
he knew how to focus. He knew how to channel.
He did not by any means agree with the Jedi teachings, but he appreciated them.
Yeah, to the extent where he knew how to defeat it, and
like he knew how to. I mean, like I think he didn't agree with it, but he utilized it the
to
Jedi
his own
teachings
gain.
and like manipulated the Jedi teachings to his own gain.
Wow. Okay.
Like he was able to control his emotions.
Yeah.
Although, but he did like,
not to lose control of it when he was harnessing it.
Well, I mean, like there were those few times when he was trying to make the holocron, and he kind of destroyed an entire like continent.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not a continent, but he left like
a very big chunk of it out.
Yeah. Like just scorch marks and fire, just as far as the eye can see in every direction.
I mean,
over
Kylo Ren.
The fact that he Kylo Ren,
yeah. I mean, Kylo Ren. You lose your you lose yourself way more often, and it's not even all that great because all you're doing is taking a lightsaber to a computer.
That's all you're
If
doing.
you could level a continent with that kind of stuff, then okay, maybe I'll respect you a wee bit more, but not by much because you do it way too much. Because it's just like, dude, you need.
Yeah,
to
and the thing is, during the time that Darth Bane was trying to build the holocron, he did lose his shit like multiple times in a short period of time, but that's understandable. Building a holocron's fucking hard.
Yeah, well, you need the whole.
Like you need to like imbue, like you need to literally imbue your soul into the thing.
Well, not your soul, but it's you imprint your personality into like a crystal matrix, which is in part derived from force power and all of that. Yeah, it requires just a ridiculous amount of concentration and channeling. And he was a former slave too, so I don't expect him to have that kind of discipline.
He was a slave, but not just any kind of slave. He was a cortosis miner.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
That's
awesome. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is the metal that's used that for vibroblades, and it can resist lightsabers, and it's also used for starship manufacturing. Yeah, no, just here's a pickaxe, go mine it.
Yeah. Or else.
Yeah.
It's he had
like the pickaxe is made of copper. Go.
Yeah. Or whatever the equivalent of the Star Wars equivalent. Yeah. Whatever the equivalent of like that paper, is for Star Wars.
Or paper mache.
Yeah.
Or I think to be fair, I think they had like jackhammers, but like the drill bits on the jackhammers were made of like some kind of weak material.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's not cortosis, then it's probably. Well, I mean, cortosis itself was kind of brittle, actually,
and also,
now that I think about it.
Like, before his training at the Sith Academy, Darth Bane was, like, what, 6'5", like 6'8", and just jacked.
Pretty much. He was very physically capable.
And also, I loved, I think I mentioned this in the previous video, but I blew through the Bane trilogy in, like, a weekend.
Yeah.
And, it detailed how he was training Darth Xana.
Yeah.
When she was still an apprentice. Like, one of the exercises he had her do was, they were on the planet, or some planet, and, it was like, oh, okay, there's, a species of, like, indigenous mammal, and they're super cute, they're small and they're cute, and they all live in this cave. They're basically like prairie dogs or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, like, really...
The prairie dog of Star Wars.
More or less. Like, or a groundhog or something. Like,
yeah.
Like, these, like, super, like, furry, like, balls of fur, and they're cute animals.
Kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, Bane's like, okay, go into that cave, and I want you to tame one of them.
Okay.
Like, I want you to... Okay, Xana, I want you to go in that cave, and I want you to tame one of those animals.
Sounds pretty easy.
And bring it back to me.
Okay.
And so it was, like, Xana was, like, gone for, like, days, and she figured out how to, like... She isolated just one of them, and she tamed it. And to where, like, this particular animal is very territorial.
Yeah.
And this animal was eating out of her hand and following her around outside the cave when she was done taming it.
Nice.
And the thing is, she'd gotten really attached to it. So she brings it back to Darth Bane.
And then Bane kills it.
Yeah, no, Bane's like, oh, good job, you did a good thing. Kills it.
Yeah.
Or like right in front of her.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, okay.
That's cold. That is way cold.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's sad. Oh.
And also, there was, like, the whole thing when, like, Darth Bane, like... I can't remember what happened, but I think, like, the Orbalisk armor he had, like, the Orbalisks actually started, like, consuming him.
Well, yeah, I mean, it bites into you, so it's just like, that's...
It was a matter of time.
Yeah.
he went to that one like healer on the one planet.
Yeah.
And the healer basically said like, "No, fuck you. You're a Sith Lord. I'm not healing you."
Yeah.
And Darth Bane pulls his lightsaber out and like holds it up next to the guy's neck. Healer is completely unfazed, and he just happened to be like boiling water for like soup or something.
Yeah.
And like water is boiling temperature, like literally over 100 degrees Celsius.
Right.
Sticks his hand in the water, it shows no emotion. Elicits no reaction whatsoever.
Right.
And that was when Bane realized, he's like, oh,
Fun.
this is gonna take a different kind of persuasion.
Yeah.
Goes into the hut, pulls out the guy's daughter, and he's like, okay, you value your daughter's life, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill her if you don't heal me.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, I'll heal you, fine.
Yeah. When they're physically resistant, then you have to target their relationships.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the Jedi teachings. It's like you don't really.
That's why. There's a reason for that. It's not that they want you to be like the most unloving person ever. It's the fact that
like
people are going to exploit you.
I know. It's like you can have charm. You can be flirtatious. It's actually like for consulars. It's actually like I can't think of the word, but it's actually encouraged.
It's advantageous.
It's encouraged that you're personable and flirtatious because
or rather,
that way you can convince people to
not
do
necessarily flirtatious, but charismatic. It would probably be the term that I use.
Yeah, that's a better word. But yeah, it's actually like encouraged that you're charismatic.
Right. Because then you can resolve conflicts that way. Yeah, you're supposed to have a presence. It's not that you're supposed to be utterly
stoic.
Yeah.
The whole time.
You're supposed to be in control, but you're not supposed. But that doesn't mean that you have to eliminate all emotions.
Yeah,
far
but here's my question though.
Yeah.
The Old Republic or the old Jedi Order was very strict about like not letting the Jedi have relationships.
Yeah.
Why did the New Republic change that?
Because it was too stringent. Like a lot of people. I mean, Luke recognized that this is functionally impossible for a lot of people, and in order to accommodate them and a lot of the problems that they would face, then he figured it's an acceptable risk at this point.
Fair enough. And Luke did marry the woman who tried to kill him all those years ago.
Yeah, Mara Jade. That was. Hey, I mean, it turned out fairly well.
Turned out okay. Yeah.
Until, of course.
Until Jason killed her.
Yeah, that
kind of sucked. Jason
Solo, man. He was probably one of the best.
He was a better Kylo Ren than Kylo Ren was.
Duh, that's because he wasn't Kylo Ren. But.
And also the fact that, like, Jaina literally just straight up had to go to Mandalore for, like, a month or two. And,
AKA Boba Fett.
Yeah, and she had to train with Boba Fett in order to kill Jason.
Yeah, basically.
Like, that's the training required.
Yeah.
And she was already a Jedi on top of that. So it's like, if you're a Jedi and you need direct training from Boba Fett in order to kill someone, you know the target is like, shit, like, how do I kill this fucker?
Yeah, seriously. Because it's just, oh jeez, it's all sorts of awful.
And I hear that, like, Jaina actually became, like, really good friends with, like, Boba Fett's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by that
like,
time,
first,
Boba Fett had pretty much retired and found something new to do.
At first, like, everyone was, like, super, like cynical towards the idea of, oh god, why do we have to have a Jedi in our village or on our planet? Like,
well, yeah, because the Mandalorians have had so much
bad history with Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tons. It's been literally millennia full of just bad blood, you know. That wasn't gonna go over well. Just like this is not really going over well. Screw you guys, have a grenade. Oh no.
I think probably one of my, this is going on a kind of a random tangent.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters from the expanded universe was probably Tenel Ka.
Tenel Ka was cool.
The woman that Jason married.
Yeah.
Like, okay, no. When it came time for all the students to build their lightsabers, she carved a design, like a runic design, into a fucking Rancor tooth.
What the heck?
Yeah, she carved a runic design into a Rancor tooth, and that was the hilt of her lightsaber.
Jeez, that's so ridiculous.
And here's the thing, though. During lightsaber training, I think it was she like for one reason or another, the lightsaber was poorly built, and the energy overloaded and it exploded in her hand.
Jeez.
And that's why she lost her arm, like
Frickin'
from the elbow down.
Yeah.
And so later she's at medbay, and the medics are like, okay, here's a prosthetic arm, a prosthetic robot arm. Here you go. And she's like, no, I don't want it. And they're like, but you only have one arm. Yeah, I know. I don't want the robot arm. Well, here, just try it on. Let me see. And she goes, no. And she sent a force shockwave through her stump and sent the robot arm flying against the wall, and it shattered into a million pieces.
Jeez.
She didn't lose an arm. She got an arm cannon. She got like a Mega Man style arm cannon.
Not that she couldn't do it before with her normal arm, but yeah, it's not a weakness in any stretch by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
it's chill. She'll handle it, and it's just like okay.
No, no. And it's like she's like, oh, this is just I just have to learn how to fight one-handed now. Minor setback.
Yeah, right. They're going to. Where's that Geonosian? There it is.
Oh, wait, the Geonosians are here?
Yeah, that's how I got friggin' laser beamed in the face and why I died. But anyway, go. Oh no. See, no.
Why are they here?
Because they got pissed that we friggin' stomped them at Geonosians.
That seems like a cop out in the plot. Like that just seems like a cop out reason to bring them back.
Oh, God. And they're giant lasers. Oh my goodness.
It's like this is like the
I will
culmination.
friggin' light you up.
It's
yeah,
like
this is the.
How many crab droids have you had to fight? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah.
So many Trandoshan elites, and now like 3 or 4 Geonosian elites at the same time.
Oh gosh,
and there's B2s everywhere.
Yeah, it's bad. It is really bad. There's just so many great legends out there that need to be I mean, I'm fine with how Star Wars has turned out thus far, but they still have a lot to live up for. And it's not quite there yet. It's getting there, but it's not quite there yet.
Right.
So I'm hoping that they'll be able to introduce, if they're going to, I hope it's more than just oldies too. That they'll come up with, either people from the EU or maybe they'll probably make new ones because it sounds like they're trying to start over with as much of the new cast.
I am mad that Kyle Katarn doesn't exist anymore.
Well, we don't know that. He still could be around. You never know, right?
They said they wiped all the EU stuff.
No, they didn't. They said it was on. They say it's not like determined. It's not. I forget the exact terminology that they use, but basically they're saying, well, it's not going to determine our direction. That they might borrow from it from time to time, but it's not going to be like this huge thing that it's not going to be the mold that they're following. So they can still bring things in. Like they brought the New Republic in. I mean, they had to, right?
No, it's not the New Republic. It's called the Resistance.
I know, but they blew up the New Republic. Remember? That whole fleet got wiped out. That was the New Republic.
Oh.
You don't remember
I
that?
remember that. They blew up like 3 planets.
Yeah, that was the New Republic and its
also,
capital.
Not one of
that
them.
wasn't Coruscant.
It wasn't Coruscant. No,
Thankfully.
They were 3 planets from.
Or like a moon or something. I don't know.
No. It was like they were members. Those planets were like members of a new star system that was written for that movie.
Yeah, that's the thing that I'm annoyed about, right? Where it's just like you're trying to set all of these things up as like
it's
something
like, was
that's
that
been
supposed
around.
to be heartfelt?
Yeah.
Like, were we supposed to feel some kind of emotional connection to that planet?
Which we have like no prior background with, so it's just like, okay. I just don't get it. I just don't.
I don't think we're meant to.
Well, I mean, they're trying really hard to make it feel like, oh, this new stuff, it's just a continuation of the old stuff. It's just like, well, no.
Not really.
They're going to have to put a lot more years under their belt before that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to. Oh.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I just thought there would be way more people when that opened.
Yeah,
up.
just one guy.
Yeah, and
it's like, hey, it's like fucking Lewis. It's like, hey, I got this. I can take down the Republic Commandos all by myself. Watch. Oh god, no.
It's just like this dramatic opening, and it's just once they
one lone soldier.
Okay,
He's
it's not even elite.
Even an elite. Yeah,
it's not like a freaking elite that's wielding a freaking heavy machine gun.
Oh,
and now he's closed. No, that's somebody else to take his place, but I just closed the door. So okay.
Where is the progression?
I want to see a lot of the old species too. We haven't seen like Trandoshans. We've seen, I mean, of course we see Wookiees, sure, but how about some Trandoshans? They're cool, and the Kalish and the Chagrian and the Naudilans. They have so many cool species that they need to bring back, man. No. Somebody else.
I remember
Occupy
in
position.
the Knights of the Force mod for Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
There were 3 different variants of the Magna Guard that you could play as. One was Magna Guard with a cape, Magna Guard without a cape, and decapitated Magna Guard.
Which is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's a lot of... That seems a little bit superfluous in terms of what you have, which is basically just a little bit of different... it's just a difference in models.
Yeah,
but the gameplay remains the same. So.
Also, I remember the Electro Staff was a weapon you could have. And that thing was actually, like, a competent weapon to have. Like,
yeah.
It was basically the same exact fighting mechanics as a lightsaber staff, but it was faster.
Oh, jeez. That's freaking OP. That's kind of ridiculous.
But
whoa,
but that's like that's the thing about the staff though, which I really like, is that it's constantly in motion.
Really? That's so.
What?
Whoa, wait, no, wait. The lightsabers? Sorry, I misheard.
Yeah, no. Like, just the fighting style for like a bow staff, for example. Yeah. You're constantly in motion.
That is true. I mean, it's true of dual sabers and regular sabers too, though.
Yeah, but it feels more natural with a bow.
That's true. There's more of a flow to it. There we go.
Yeah, it's a circular motion.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
It's hard to master, though. Well, actually, it depends.
I used to play around with big sticks when I was a kid, so yeah. I have some understanding of the natural flow of it.
Yeah, but like if you go to like some of the formal stuff that they have for like with kung fu and a lot of kind of bow stabs and all of that, there's a variety of ways that you can approach it. So it's interesting that way. Wow. Okay, that guy got. Right.
I mean, I remember one in no. Another one.
That's not good.
So I remember when I did take my Tai Chi class. Yeah. Touching on that again. Like. They were talking about, like, once you master the hand form, it kind of branches off, and you can either do the sword form or the bow form. Yep. And I was, like, adamant. I'm like, okay, if I master the hand form, I'm doing bow form. Yeah.
Both are pretty cool. Although, traditionally, Shaolin Kung Fu, which is Buddhist instead of Taoist, they usually use the bow more because it's less aggressive, but...
Yeah. Both of them, also, you can use it as a walking stick.
Yeah, that's what I would like about that. It's just like, oh no, this isn't a weapon. This is my walking stick. You shouldn't confiscate this. It's something that I.
Oh, you wouldn't part an old man from his walking stick, now would you?
Basically, where it's just like, no, I'm nice. I'm a good person. I won't. Actually, that's a lie. I am good.
I'm not gonna like cave your head in with this.
Not unless you make me.
I remember watching an episode of Deadliest Warrior. Yeah.
Oh crap.
They were
there we go.
I think the episode was like Vikings versus
Samurai?
Samurai, yeah.
Yeah.
And they were showing off the samurai longbows. Yeah. And the samurai rep.
The Yumi.
Yeah. The samurai rep was like, so I'm gonna literally put money on the table and say that every shot in this quiver, every arrow in this quiver is gonna go in the ballistic gel dummy's eyes. Yeah. And I'm not gonna miss. Like, one shot for each eye. That's it. And he made both shots. Yeah. And it was like from like 6 yards away too. Right. So I mean, not too far, but it was some distance, some like really far distance away. I can't remember, but like
they're trained to fire that stuff from horseback, man.
Well, no, those are the Mongolians.
No, the Japanese did it too.
Okay, well, but regardless, the field medic, the on-staff field medic walks up to the ballistic gel dummy that's got arrows sticking out of its eyes,
and he's like, "That guy's dead."
No. He got like this super horrified look on his face. He's like, so the thing about these particular wounds is that
they did.
The arrows are lodged in a particular place in the brain to where it's not immediately fatal.
Oh gosh.
Like the victim would be alive. He would still be alive.
That would freaking suck.
I know, it's like basically before the victim dies, due to blood loss and shock,
Yeah.
he would be alive long enough to feel the pain, and long enough to remember what the pain felt like.
Oh gosh.
That is a hell of a way to go out.
That's why you don't piss off samurai. Holy cow.
Also, I remember there was like another episode that was like pirates versus like medieval like knights.
Yeah.
During like the feudal era.
Uh-huh.
And one of the weapons from the knight that the knights had was like, it was just like a flail. It was like a stick,
yeah,
a chain, and like a spiked ball on the end of the chain.
Yeah, which is funny because actually, and not a lot of people know this because medieval, like a lot of high fantasy prefer the use of swords. In medieval times, that wasn't true at all, actually.
Yeah,
because
no.
all of that plate armor, that deflects. I mean, it doesn't matter how sharp your sword is. It's not going to really go through unless you really work at it. It's just better to have a heavy blunt weapon. Yeah. Basically, to bash all that armor in and freaking, like...
suffocate the...
Yeah.
Or make it impossible to take the armor off.
Yeah. And it digs into your skin, you know? So it becomes your tomb, basically. Your armor becomes your tomb.
Yeah, and like... So, and the thing is, the representative said that he was, like, his training required him to wear, like, thick-ass, like, Kevlar armor whenever he was even handling, not using, just handling the flail.
Yeah, because it's a scary weapon. Once you start swinging that thing around, you better be freaking ready.
And the thing is, they had a ballistic gel dummy with the skeleton inside the dummy, and they tested it. One swing was all it took.
Yeah, one swing.
Done. One swing. It completely took it removed the brain from. Okay, no.
Believable.
It completely removed the skull cap, and the brain was just completely removed from the skull.
Oh.
Like the skull was just open.
Just gone.
It was no.
You have like half the skull left.
That was one swing.
Yeah, medieval flails are not to be screwed with. Those things are dangerous. It's just seriously bad.
Yeah.
Like, you do not want to be anywhere near a knight when he swings that thing. But didn't the pirates win for some sort of BS reason?
No, they had the grenades and the, they had, it wasn't a blunderbuss, but it was something to that
Oh, yeah, that's right. They had firearms. It wasn't the pirate. It's not the swashbuckling cutlass pirate. It's that they had firearms. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes... Well,
the thing, it was the grenade, the force of the impact from the grenade and also the gun.
Yeah. That I believe that.
Like, basically, the only reason the pirate used his sword against the knight was for, like, parrying purposes.
Yeah. Which wouldn't help too much if his weapon was heavier than yours, unless you really know how to use it.
Like, basically, like, the knight took a swing at him with the flail, and all the knight did was parry, and the ball just kind of wrapped around the sword blade, and he just easily slipped out of it.
Oh, I see. I see.
He got out of that, like, really easily. And then that's when...
See, if he used a maul, though, oh, dude, that guy would have been disarmed quickly. He shouldn't have used a flail. He should have used a freaking maul.
Yeah, but, at the time, like, he basically, like, slipped out of the encounter really easily.
Yeah.
And then...
Choice of weapons is so important,
he dropped a grenade, ran away, and the grenade did significant damage.
Oh, okay.
And then on top of that, he was using tactics that were kind of foreign to the knight. He dropped a grenade, which wounded, like, damaged the armor and wounded the knight. And then he ran away.
Oh, okay.
So the knight wearing damaged armor that's digging into his skin had to chase after him.
Right.
So he was not only wounded, he was fucking exhausted by the time he caught up with the pirate.
Yeah.
And also, like, the armor, like, knight armor alone weighs, like, easily, like, 50 pounds.
Yeah, but the people back in the day were strong enough to do handstands in it, so it wasn't, like, ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that it was inflexible. I mean, sure, they might have moved slower, but they could do handstands in that stuff.
Well, also, I just prefer the, like, the armor that the samurai had.
It's lighter, I mean...
It's made of bamboo.
Yeah.
And...
It's like splint mail, basically.
Splint mail, yeah.
But...
Well, I think, like, honestly, like, their war technology was better.
Yeah. I mean, it evolved in different ways. With feudal Japan, you had not too much metal. A lot of it was made out of wood.
That's why they had to, like, that's why their katanas were so sharp, but at the same time super brittle. They had to fold the steel over, like, like how many times? Like was it 40 or 400 times?
400.
Yeah, they had to fold the steel onto itself 400 times.
Yeah.
Because there
It's
was, like,
hammering
no
out
steel.
the impurities, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of that, yeah. I mean, they had that there because of, but the necessity of making something high quality. What the crap is that?